Hello, everyone, and welcome to Cafe. I'm Allison Godlove.
And I'm Clarence Reynolds. Great to be back with you to share all of the fun and exciting events happening this week.
So let's kick it off now with Amy Sweezy. She is out at the Orlando Science Center. Hey, Amy.
Okay. Ugh. I'm in the kinetic zone at the Orlando Science Center. And yes, these are the pulley chairs. Ugh, bet you can't guess why. I'm trying to lift myself up here. Ugh. I don't know if I can make it to the top. Hey, Jeff, how are you doing down there?
Yeah, it's not happening. Science is not my friend today.
All right, Jeff, well, how about you show me something else in the kinetic zone?
That sounds like a great idea.
All right, I'll be right down. All right, this is literally science in motion, Jeff. Tell me more about the kinetic zone.
Kinetic zone is all about physics, it's about engineering, it's about kinetic energy. All of Orlando Science Center is STEM, but what people kind of visualize when they talk about STEM is really right here in kinetic zone. All kinds of interesting opportunities like this Bernoulli table,
Magic.
which is using the power of air to levitate balls. We also have engineering challenges, which are challenging people to use their problem-solving skills, their collaboration, their critical thinking, all those important STEM skills.
I'm terrible at it.
This is my revenge on the pulley chair.
Right. Very cool. All right, so what else is in here?
We've got some simulators. We've got these great engineering challenges where you can create contraptions that go down a zip line. We play around with plasma balls and some of those traditional Science Center things. So there are a lot of physical science activities in Kinetic Zone that will bring back memories of probably Science Centers and museum visits that you went as a kid or when your kids were younger.
Right, and that's a good point too, because the Science Center, you always think about it's families with kids. Parents bring their children here, but it's really for all ages, right?
Yeah, there's no age limit on curiosity. So if you're interested in learning something new, come on down to Orlando Science Center. Also for adults specifically, we do Science Night Live, which is an adult night that happens 5 times a year, where on a Saturday night, we open up the Science Center specifically for adults with guest speakers, cool activities, and all the Science Center, but no kids.
All right, so you heard it right here. Bring your kids, don't bring your kids. It's all at the Orlando Science Center. Don't miss it. They are closed on Wednesdays during the school year, but open every other day of the week.
Yes.
So cool. You know, my 6th grade science teacher, Miss Snyder, would be very, very happy
Oh,
with
she'd
that.
be happy if you went and visited too.
Exactly.
She'd like that. Thanks, Amy. Get ready for spring with the Bloom and Grow Garden Society's 21st annual Spring Fever in the Garden. On April 1st and 2nd, downtown Winter Garden will be full of everything gardening. There will be, of course, flowers, but also arts and crafts, live entertainment, a kids zone, vendor booths, and a chalk art contest. Anyone can participate in it with a chance to win $2,000 in prizes in different categories. Tents go up on Saturday morning and you can watch the sidewalks come to life. Go to springfeverinthegarden.org to get more information.
The 34th annual Spring Fiesta in the Park takes place April 1st and 2nd downtown at Lake Eola. Artists will have booths set up around the park with crafts. Local restaurants will also have their best dishes on hand while kids play in the kids area. And of course, there will also be live entertainment. The goal is to bring family and pet-friendly events downtown to promote local urban development, and it starts at 10 each morning and runs until 5 p.m. Go to fiestainthepark.com to learn more.
Leave the kids at home and head to the Orlando Science Center for Science Night Live on April 1st. Grab a cocktail and enjoy the grown-up inspired event. Check out the stars with the giant refractor telescope. Get hands-on with lab experiments in Dr. Dare's laboratory. And you're going to hear from guest speakers as well. Now, even if you've been to one of these before, you're going to want to check it out again because each event has a different theme. Science Night Live is from 8 until 11:30. Get your tickets at osc.org.
The Maitland Jazz and Blues Festival takes place on April 1st at Independence Square. Veteran rocker Pat Travers will headline the festival, and 13 other bands will be featured on 2 stages, giving you some of the best jazz and blues music you can find. There will also be food, drinks, and kids activities, and admission is free. Check out the lineup and schedule at maitlandjazzandblues.com.
Denise Cochran with Orange County Environmental Protection is joining us now. Thank you for being here. Good to see you.
Thank you, Allison.
So really important that we talk about this because Earth Day is coming up. So talk to me about Earth Day.
Sure. Well, first of all, Earth Day has been around for over 50 years now. So back in the earlier part of the last century, industrialization really caused a lot of environmental problems. I don't know if you've ever heard that there was actually a river in Ohio that caught on fire.
I have not heard this story, no.
And it caught on fire more than once. So that kind of gives you an idea of what kind of water and air pollution people were dealing with back in those days. And it was causing health problems. So 50 years ago, there was really a massive movement to improve our environment, and they held gatherings all over the country. And ever since then, on April 22nd, every year, we remember Earth Day. So it's very important to keep that momentum going because there's still a lot to do. We all have a very important responsibility to do things that benefit the planet.
So it's important to do it on April 22nd, but in Orange County, there is an entire week that we can participate. Let's talk about that.
Exactly. So Orange County government this year, because there's so many things, way too many things to do just on one day. So we are celebrating Earth Week this year with different events and ways for people to get involved. They can take classes, they can go online, and they can even go on a scavenger hunt at one of our parks. So there's events for all kinds of ages and interests.
That's wonderful to have something like that. But that's a week. You know, we're
Right.
looking at 1 week and we can all come together to celebrate the Earth. But there's probably ways that people want to take what they learn and then apply it to their everyday lives.
Exactly. And one of the things I say to people is, how many times a year do you breathe? Or how many times a year do you eat? And these are things that we depend on, right? Our food, our clean air. We need a clean environment to live happy, healthy lives. So we do have to remember the planet every day. But there's a special time of year for that. So maybe you want to make a change in your life that will benefit the planet. And it can feel overwhelming. But I guess my best advice is to choose something and stick with that. And if you feel you got good at it, move on and change something else. So here are some examples. I love the example of people not using or using less single-use plastic, you know, those plastic cups, the forks and the straws. And I love the fact that you see people carrying around their water bottles everywhere. And it's not just a utilitarian item, it's actually become a fashion statement, right? Different colors and shapes and sizes and stickers. So that's a fantastic one to make. Other ideas is what we call repair, recycle, reuse. So you've heard of recycling, and a lot of people do that, but you might have items around your house that can be repaired simply, but you just don't quite know how. So sometimes you can reach out to a friend to do that, or you can go online. There's so many fix-it videos now. So think about repairing what you already own instead of throwing it away and buying new things. Another way is think about saving energy, and that might be with your electricity around the house, or it might be the way you get around and use transportation. And finally, think about water conservation. And we were just talking that, you know, we have a dry season and then all of a sudden we get lots of rain. So think about how to use water wisely because it's not always around in the right quantities.
Good advice all the way around. So ocfl.net/Earthweek has a lot of great information.
So what's special this year? Yes, all of my conservation colleagues and I got together in Orange County and we created a new website, like you said, ocfl.net/Earthweek. And there are so many interesting resources and the dates and links to participate in some of the events that I told you about. So you'll learn about what's happening at our utilities department, very exciting things going on, environmental protection, our convention center, which is a very big player here in town. They're doing some very exciting things to benefit the environment. We've got our parks department, our partners at the University of Florida, IFAS Extension, and Orange County 2 years ago created a new office for sustainability and resilience.
So there's a lot happening and
There's
a lot of ways you can get involved.
There's a lot to learn and a lot to do.
And it's little things. I think sometimes maybe people get too consumed about having to change everything all at once. But like you were mentioning, those couple little things really do make a big difference.
Like I said, it can be overwhelming, so pick one. Pick one and focus on that.
Oh, wonderful. So excited for Earth Week. It sounds like it's going to be great and a lot of really good information.
I'm excited too.
Yeah, definitely go check out ocfl.net/earthweek to learn about the events happening in Orange County and also to get some ideas of how you can change it in your everyday life. Denise, thank you so much for coming by. It was good to see you.
wonderful. Thank you.
Take care. Enjoy all your favorite Hollywood hits and Broadway best at An Evening at the Movies, the music of John Williams at the Living Drama Theater. The LCO, Orlando's premier chamber pops orchestra and big band, presents movie clips on the big screen as a live music soundtrack plays in the background. Some of your favorites will be featured, including Star Wars, Star Trek, Harry Potter, Sound of Music, E.T., Pixar, Disney, The Wizard of Oz, and many, many more. Get tickets at livingdramatheater.com.
The Autism Society of Greater Orlando's 18th Annual Family Fun Day and Walk is on April 18th at the Orange County Convention Center. Families are invited to this fun event, which raises money for the Central Florida autism community. You'll have a chance to explore autism resources, make friends, and have some fun. 100% of the proceeds will stay right here in Central Florida, so go to asgo.org to learn more.
The City of Ocoee's Easter Extravaganza is coming up on April 8th. There will be games, rides, music, an egg hunt, and of course, a visit from the Easter Bunny. It takes place at Bill Breeze Park from 11:30 until 2, and it's free to attend. Lots of Easter events are probably going to start popping up now that we're getting into spring.
They're really fun.
Yeah, lots of fun. That wraps it up for this week of events. If you have one you'd like to share with us for next month, be sure to send us an email at cafe@ocfl.net. I'm Allison Godlove.
And I'm Clarence Reynolds. Remember to join us next week to see what's new and exciting in your community.